We definitely started to feel a cool down today. Our 8 to 5 webcams a live look at Pismo Beach. Still tons of people out by the water, although it was a little bit chillier today, really only making it into those lower 70s to upper 60s. We did have an increase in marine layer as well. You can see that very clearly in our Santa Barbara time lapse, but that marine layer seemed to be a little bit isolated too down in Santa Barbara County. So that's why our temperatures were definitely a little bit cooler down there. Our daytime highs today only making it to 73 down in Santa Barbara. While the interiors did see a huge drop, it was still very warm in those 90s to at least upper 80s. Heading towards the water, San Luis Obispo in those low 80s, and then once you got into Santa Barbara County in those lower 70s. Now our temperature changed from this time yesterday, already down 11 degrees, 6 degrees in Shandon, 6 in San Luis Obispo, and then we expected about 3 to 6 degrees of cooling each day through the weekend, and we definitely got there in a lot of areas, and even more so in Paso Robles because we had 106 degrees as our daytime high. Now, while our temperatures are dropping, our wind speeds did pick up a little bit here. So our peak speeds were, of course, in Paso Robles. Again, we saw this yesterday. San Luis Obispo made it to the teens, and Santa Barbara and Santa Maria, the same kind of thing. Now, what we're worried about is where that fire is burning near Arroyo Grande, but luckily overnight tonight, we're going to see those wind speeds calm down. We will see them pick back up tomorrow afternoon, but it's not really these sustained speeds that we're all that worried about. It's mainly going to be our forecast wind gusts, which have been a little bit on the higher side here. So Paso Robles gusting around 26 miles an hour right now, but right down there near San Luis Obispo, Arroyo Grande, we are seeing things in the teens. It'll have the same pattern though, where we drop off overnight tonight before tomorrow morning, picking up a little bit more, and then even into that 3 o'clock hour, you're seeing back in the upper teens to near 20-mile-an-hour wind gusts. So that's something we're just going to keep an eye on, but hopefully as our temperatures fall, our wind speeds won't have that big of an impact on that fire. Now, the next 2 days by the beaches, the coastal valleys and inland areas, we're still in that cooling trend. We're in the midst of it right now. The beach is getting the brunt of it. The marine layer is moving in each day as that ridge of high pressure that was on top of us and just kicked up those temperatures makes its way out eastwards. We're seeing the marine layer creep its way back into the beaches, the coastal valleys, but not so much those inland areas. So we're still nice and warm, sunny skies, clear skies, and in the 90s. Your area forecast daytime highs tomorrow in Paso, still into those 90s, but definitely coming down. We're taking a big drop in San Luis Obispo into those 70s. We'll be in the 60s for Santa Maria, Lompoc, and then lower 70s for Santa Barbara. On the north coast, we're coming from the 60s down to the 50s. Avila Beach, 69, and San Miguel still in the 90s. Over by the 5 cities area, we'll be in those 60s for a lot of areas. Nipomo will slide by in the lower 70s. And then as we swing on over to Santa Barbara County, it is nice and cool in Goleta at 73, 71 in Carpinteria, but big ol' hop into the mid 80s for Santa Ynez, and Cuyama is in the 90s still. So we've still got a lot of microclimate action going on. We're seeing 90s on the inland area to some 50s over on the north coast. Your 7-day forecast into that holiday weekend, definitely cooler. We're in the 80s again for the interiors, mainly seeing those 70s in San Luis Obispo all week long, but we will scrape by in the 60s for Santa Maria for majority of that weekend, and Santa Barbara will be in the 70s. So it looks like it's going to be overall a very nice holiday weekend. Richard?
All right, thank you.